We got agents and Sunavalon generator. Some interesting decks for the day, I see. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So the agent structure deck is upon us, and of course we gotta have a little bit of success with this deck. So the first list we're gonna be looking at here is in fact agents. Now remember, the whole deck is still based around Venus being able to generate these shine balls, but what real pieces from the deck are going to be the ones to shine? Well, we'll go through that here, and we'll talk about the hot tech choice here. So we have one copy of Archlord Christie, pretty explanatory here. We have triple Ash Blossom, then we have Bhutan here. Now, many of you guys might not remember Bhutan here, but during your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard to target one face-up, level 4 or lower light fairy monster you control. It is treated as a tuner monster while face-up on the field. So I can just load this up and I can make anything a tuner monster, which means that Hulk gets easier to access, which means, sorry, I was thinking about all the extension capabilities that little Bhutan gives you the minute you get him into the graveyard. Okay, of course we are doing the Deskbot combo. Why wouldn't we be doing the Deskbot combo? It's literally the best thing that this deck has going for it. All of the extensions that this deck needs is because of the Deskbot combo. We have triple copies of Diviner of the Heralds, one Ava, triple copies of Herald of Orange Light, and then we have one Majesty Hyperion. So remember, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard by banishing an agent monster from your hand, field, or graveyard. So free body everywhere, alright? Okay, all battle damage you take from battles involving fairy monsters is also inflicted to your opponent. So we could just suicide all of our guys into it. Sure. Alright. And then once per turn, you can banish one fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, target one card in either graveyard, and banish it. If the sanctuary is on the field, or in the graveyard, you may use this effect up to twice per turn. So, it's not bad. Alright, and then of course, we got old Hyperion out here seeing some love. We have Maxi, triple Venus, and then we have two of Neptune here. So you can discard this card, special summon a fairy monster from your hand. Alright, but it cannot be attributed until the end of your opponent's turn. If the Sanctuary in the Sky is in the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon a Hyperion monster instead. If this card is banished, you can add one the Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand. So, you like searchability, right? For the old bricks? Well, you actually have the option now to tutor for this off of Neptune. We have triple Earth, of course. We have one Trice Hecaria, triple copies of the Big Balls, then we have two Called by the Grave, triple copies of Crossout Designator, triple copies of the Sacred Water of the Sky. So activate one the Sanctuary in the Sky directly from your deck, or add one monster that specifically lists Sanctuary in the Sky from its text. Then if the Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field and graveyard, you gain 500 life points for each Hyperion and the agent monster you control. Anybody say life point manipulation for time? On my way. I'll take that. I mean, if your monster that specifically lists Sanctuary in the Sky and its text is in the would be destroyed by battle, you get to banish this from your graveyard instead. Remember, this does not protect from card effects. Kind of sad, but understandable. We have one the Sanctuary in the Sky, one Divine Punishment, one Imperm, and frickin' one Lost Sanctuary. So this thing becomes Lost Sanctuary on the field. It lets you set the Sanctuary in the Sky or a spell and trap card that specifically lists it, alright, from your deck, and then it's an Imperm. I mean, hey, alright, good stuff. Oh, look, we can't play this card. One Union Carrier, one Almirage, one Auroradon, one copy Link Spider, one Unicorn, and we have one Moon. So if this card is Link Summon, you can send one the Sanctuary in the Sky, or one card that specifically lists it in a text from your deck to the graveyard. If Sanctuary Sky is on the field or in the graveyard, you can add the Agent of Mystery Earth from your deck or graveyard to your hand instead. And you contribute a fairy monster, target one card your opponent controls, and destroy it. Alright, so extending options. We have one Hulk, we have two Celestial Lord Parshath, of course, one Access Machine, and then we have the one Pluto here. So remember, this card is always going to be treated as the agent card. Once per turn, you can banish one monster from the graveyard, target one effect monster on the field, flip it down. Easy peasy. I'll never have to see it again. This is a quick effect if Sanctuary in the Sky is on the field or in the graveyard. And you can banish this card from your graveyard to add one the Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Once you see that Sanctuary in the Sky, you are golden for the game, which I think is my favorite part about this. We have one Wonder Magician, and then we have one Master Flare Hyperion. So you can send one the agent monster or one monster that specifically lists this anchor in the sky in its text from your hand deck or extra deck to the graveyard until the end phase. This card's name becomes the set monster's original name and replaces the effect of the monster's original effect with this effect. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, banish fairy monster from your hand or graveyard, target one card on the field and banish it. This specifically lists Sanctuary in the Sky. This, with Master Hyperion, gives you some cool plays. Okay. Then we have one Baroness, one Inantis, two Lancia, one Scythe, one Pankratops, one Godarla, one Nibiru, one Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, one Regeki, triple Sanctum, and one Red Reboot here, wrapping up Agents. Next up, we have Sunavalon Generator. Now, I'm just cognitively trying to figure out how this pile of cards works. I'm assuming that there's a whole crap ton of link climbing that's involved here. The Dryas giving us auto access to link 1s for plants is fine. Outside of that, it's just going to be a combination of taking advantage of climbing ladders, producing those big monsters to put that pressure point on the opponent. Alright, so pretty easy stuff here. So we have one copy of Aurora Mage Laurel, one copy of Aromatherapy Angelica, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, one Hela. Then we have two Lone Fire Blossoms, one copy of Mardell, triple Maxi, one Nibiru, two Gamma, one copy of the Rose Girl, one copy of Snowdrop the Rika Fairy, one copy of Sunseed Twin, one Driver, triple copies of Loki. Why wouldn't we play the best card for our deck, right? The Sunseed is everything. We have two copies of Called by the Grave, two copies of Crossout Designator, one Generator Boss Stage, one for one triple, or excuse me, we have two Small World, one copy of Sunvine Shrine, two Sunvine Sowing. So remember, special summon the Sunseed from your deck, and then you take 1,000 life points, effectively. And if you do not control Sunavalon monster, you can only special summon Loki with this, okay? For the rest of the turn after this resolves, you cannot special summon monster from your deck except for plant monsters. Sure, man! Easy! Alright, if a plant league monster you control be destroyed by battle or an opponent's card effect, you banish this card from your graveyard instead. This was literally icing on the cake for the plant archetype. Alright, like, just the fact that you got this level of protection for you for Sunavalon that generically works across the board, it was good. Like, this is the kind of support we need to see. We have triple Unexpected Die, one Blessed Winds, two Imperm, and two Solemn Strike. Then we have one Thrasher, two copies of Sunvine Healer, two copies of Milas, triple Dryas, one Big Lancer, triple Jasmine, one Teardrop, one Hyperton, and one Marjoram. Then we have triple Ansia, one copy of Pankratops, one Nibiru, two Droplets, one Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, triple MST, and one copy Paleozoic Dynamiscus. Wrapping up Generator Sunseed. Still such a weird concept to me, but alright, next up here we have Lair. And it's been a little while since we've kind of enjoyed what Lair of Darkness can do. We're freaking playing Treeborn Frog. I'm dead. This card is in your graveyard and you do not control a Treeborn monster. You must control no spell and trap cards to activate and resolve this effect. I guess. We have triple copies of Arima, one copy Dark as Diabolsus, one Pankratops, two Ecclesia, one Floor, one Gizmek, two copies of Juragato, triple copies of King of the Sky Prison, triple copies of Lilith, two copies of Treeborn Frog, one Feather Duster, triple Lair Darkness, one Nadir, triple Extravagance, two Ballista Squad, triple copies of Punishment, triple Evenly Matched, two Ice Dragon's Prison, and frickin' triple Skill Drain. Down here in the extra deck, we have two Underworld Goddess, one Anima, one Link Kribo, two Link Kribo, one Nightmare Phoenix, two Soldier of Chaos, one Beat Cup, one Exciton Knight, two Starving Venom, one Shrift Overton, and two Nintis. Side deck here we have two Phantasme, two Ghost Ogre, one Sendion, one Token Collector, two Super Poly, triple Heavy Storm Duster, one Ice Dragon's Prison, one Impure Order, and two copies of Typhoon, wrapping up this chunk of OCG deck profiles this week. Quite honestly, an absolute crapshoot of very interesting ideas. I love the concept behind what agents will potentially become as they evolve here. And I think that that's going to be probably one of the more interesting things is where will we end up with agents? Will the TCG get agents? I'm not sure. So guys, please smash it up with the crap out, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out on more Wild content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on the day for more cool Wild content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.